Forgive me, Satan. It's been 230 days since my last upload. I do apologise. Well, I'll explain myself. So it was ace doing the YouTube thing, but I found it was detracting from the fun of doing the carpentry thing, which is why I was doing the carpentry in the first place, to have fun. But yeah, it's kind of, yeah, it was taking too much time. And, like, it was fun. Like, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed doing the videoing things, but when you've got like think of what to say and try and stick to a schedule, that's quite a tough one. I think the weekly schedule was a bit too much. Even if you get like a bit of a buffer of footage, you still have to sort of get all the editing right. And, yeah. So like, we're back to it, I think, this year. It's the start of the carpentry season, which is good. I've started like tinkering a little bit. I nearly finished a book house. This is for my friend at work. It's quite a good one. It's got the Purple Heart base on it. You can see it in the sunlight. It's really early in the morning. It's like 8 o'clock on a Saturday. The sunlight was coming out, so I thought I'd get a nice video. Yeah, like, I'm looking forward to this season of making stuff. Bad enough for hibernating anyway. Yeah, that's run its course. You always get used to like the summertime, and then you look forward to winter, and then you get towards the end of winter and like, looking forward to summer now. Yeah, it's good. Got lots of projects on the go, lots of ideas anyway. Like, as for scheduling, like I said, what's going to work best now is I'll record a project, and it might be like an hour-long video, or it might be like a two-parter. So I'll do like one part 1 week, and then the other part some other week. We'll just see how much footage we get for that, and there'll be like voiceovers, and maybe like if it was a certain project, I can just speed it up and then do some voiceover. I don't know. We'll play around with that kind of thing. There's lots of options, you see. But like I said, I don't want it to be like the YouTube. That's not the main focus of the fun. Which house is that, right? Yeah, that's about it really. I do apologise for the 6-month gap. I left you on a cliffhanger as well, like a 6-month cliffhanger. The Shield videos, that's all been made. I finished that last year, but I just didn't upload the last video. So yeah, I kept you hanging a little bit. Yeah, that's the way she goes. So that'll be the end of this video. Will be the final part of the Shield build, which is currently in my office at work. But yeah, so yeah, like I said, let's get going again. There'll be some, like, I'm not going to schedule anything, like I said, so you'll just randomly get a video at some point. I've got small projects on the go as well. I'm doing like working on a little catapult fella. That's pretty cool. So I might just record that. That'll be like a small video. I've got like, what else am I doing? I'm doing some digging at the moment. That's a good bit of. Probably won't put much footage of that in, but I'm doing like a little patio area of some kind. So there might be like a little bench being made, a normal sized bench, not a little one, a human sized bench. So that might be fun. But yeah, let's move forward at a drastically different manner and pace. See how it goes. So yeah, stay tuned for the final Shield build painting malarkey. Catch you in a bit. Okay then, friends.
we've reached the final process, the painting, the painting of the pointed shield. So off camera, I've given it 3 coats of good old Ron Seals light oak finish wood stain. 3 coats thinned, but 3 coats nonetheless. And it's had 24 hours of drying time. I did lightly sand it before the final coat, and I think that's acceptable for plywood anyway. Yeah, a plywood shield. But I think that looks pretty cool. I was planning on painting this all brown first with this stuff, but I think that would kind of look a bit, I don't know, I guess it'll look a bit cartoony. There's nothing wrong with that, but we might as well make use of the wood grain that's available to us. Yeah, these bits are a bit annoying. That's where the screws were when I screwed all the laminates together. But I've got a plan to avoid that on the next one that we make. So yes, what are we going to paint is the ultimate question. I've been umming and ahhing for a while, and I've settled on a tree. Yeah, a couple of reasons. One, I think it's a fitting tribute to to the tree gods. They're sacrificing their carcass for all us carpenters and, well, amateur carpenters like myself. So without their sacrifice, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. But also, I'm reasonably decent at painting trees. I did have I made some wine not so long back and printed my own labels with a tree that I'd painted. So I'm going to try and emulate that design. Yeah. So as far as paint goes, I've got brown, green and yellow. Try and add a bit of character to it. I'm going to mix the green with some brown and some yellow, and we'll stick with those colours, I think. Try and keep it simple, I reckon. Paintbrushes. These are my old watercolour brushes. I'm planning on getting some new brushes anyway in the future. So I think these will be suitable. I should be able to clean them out anyway. It's only acrylic. It's nothing too caustic or painful to remove. Okay, so I'm going to try and talk through this entire process. I know you like hearing my voice, but there might be some moments of silence. I'm not known for talking too much, only certainly not to a microphone. But yeah, we'll see how we go. So yeah, tile, leftover tile for mixing. Might get another one actually, just in case there's an overspill. I've got like a pile of tiles that were left behind. Yeah, I reckon I'll blotch some paint on there and mix it on this one. I reckon seems like a solid plan. Water's got some dirty water. I don't think that'll be a problem. Yeah, let's go for it. I'm just going to wing this. I think I've got a rough idea in my mind of what it's going to look like, and bush it out a bit at the top. Yeah, blank canvases are always a scary thing to behold. It's like brown sauce, isn't it? Let's have a squidge of that. I don't think we're going to need too much. These are definitely ketchup bottles. Pooping out. I wonder if I can make a perfect poop with it. I don't want to ruin the shot, but you gotta have a look. Okay, I'm getting distracted by poops. Okay, let's get you back in position. Right then, not messing about, Dave. A bit of brown. I've only got a little tub of yellow. It really doesn't fly everywhere. Right, let's start with the small brush. You still see? Yeah. I'll get you some close-ups later as well. No need to fret. Okay, let's start with some brown. It's a bit gloopy. I'll put a bit of dirty water on, just so it flows a bit better. Always remember, thin your paints. Okay. Here goes nothing. Alright, we'll start with the trunk. Let's get a basic layout first. So I have done quite a lot of painting in the past. That was mainly watercolour, really. Did some abstract type style, which is sort of what I'm going to go for here as well. But yeah, it is quite fun. I haven't done any for a while though. I've been focusing on carpentry, but I think I'll probably end up doing more in the winter time. You tend to spend more time inside, don't you, in the winter? So that's most likely what will happen. Let's get some swirlies on. But yeah, I had like an art surgeons not so long back. Well, maybe about 5 years ago now. Just sort of came out of nowhere. There's always this big thing, I think, with art and painting, and feeling like you're not good enough, or what you're doing isn't good enough. But that's a very dark and difficult road to go down, because everyone's going to be terrible to begin with. I think once you sort of realise that, it takes the burden of being good away. Because that's something that just comes with time. You know, even Michelangelo and Da Vinci were terrible to begin with. You know, there's no escaping that kind of procedure. Let's go mad here. I hope everyone's getting some good Bob Ross vibes. Being a little happy little tree. That was a terrible Bob Ross impression. I do apologise. That is the plan. Yeah, I've never painted on wood much either. So this is quite a new discipline. I guess it has the same techniques as one might employ on painting on a canvas or a piece of watercolour paper. This yellow is quite white. That's okay. Yeah, you just got to keep it free, I suppose. Free and loose. Try and see where paint needs to be. Take a step back, put a bit more on. did see one technique of always changing the colour on your brush. I don't know how it sort of works on stuff like this. You sort of, it's free form, isn't it? There's no you're not like looking at an actual tree. So there's a lot of freedom once you sort of get around that as well. That's another thing that's quite restrictive, is realizing art can be whatever you want. There's no rules and regulations, you know, unless you've been tasked with painting a dog of some kind, a dog's portrait, then maybe you might want to stick to what the dog looks like. But you know, it's quite liberating once you figure that out. You can sort of do what you want. Let's get in here somewhere. See, I'm drawing a bit of that green with me. Hope you can see all of this. Can always do some more layers as well. So I've done lots of paintings like this in the past. This is sort of my watercolour style as well. But, you know, it's kind of free flowing. Just get the bloody paint on. This is what I do with when I'm painting over a wall as well. Just stick it on. It's a bit like a palm tree. Oh God. Get excited. Yeah, it's looking alright. It's a bit like on the camera. You can see. I can only push the roots out a bit. Yeah, go out 'cause your roots are showing. So little fact for you: as much as you can see as a tree above ground, there's about the same amount underground as well. Oh, something just flew over. Oh, the wind is absolutely terrible. It's just blown one of my plant pots over and smashed it. Oh, that holds my loop in. Right, I'll deal with that disaster in a second. So I've been growing some lupin plants. Oh, the wind's absolutely terrible here. I've got an umbrella I have to put a brick on the base. Stop it from blowing away. Oh, that's frustrating. Okay, one crisis at a time. Yeah, there's some unfiltered, unmixed greens in there. It does look kind of pale, this green, but I don't know if that's just how it dries. A bit of accent. Yeah, this is looking pretty cool actually. Yeah, a bit of texture on. So I've never done much work with the acrylic paints either. Very much a watercolour kind of guy. Something like that. Again, oil paints, that's a different discipline altogether. Oh, stroke's not the best. I can rescue it. There we go. Looks okay. Okay, round one. We'll leave it at that and let that dry. And we'll come back with some more details, I think. But that does look pretty cool. Give you a quick close up on that. 1 second. Awesome. Okay, let's go investigate the broken plant pot. Son of a gun. Our beautiful lupin. I think the plant survived, but the pot is an ex-pot. Right, before we go back to the painting, I'll have to sort this fella out. Right then, back to it. I've rescued Mr. Lupin off the ground, as you can see. I've had to demote his house to a plastic pot. Oh well. This is Mother Nature fighting back. Not to worry, it's no use crying over sculpted plants, as they say. So yeah, this is pretty much dried now. I'm too excited to get stuck in. So let's just go for it. I'm thinking a bit of yellow somewhere. Maybe not too yellow though. It's white. This yellow's like really chalky. It's got like quite a chalky colour to it. It's not a problem, I suppose. If we need some water. So you need quite a bit with acrylics and this kind of thing. It's not like watercolour. Doing this kind of thing with watercolour, it's sooner. It's a totally different discipline. Something like this, you need a heavily loaded brush. Let's go for it again. Try not to overpower it too much. Need to dip every time, Dave. Okay. This is looking pretty cool now. The other thing with painting it is it's difficult to know when to stop. When you've done enough. I guess you just have to decide as you're doing it that enough is enough. But yeah, this is looking pretty cool. Just chuck some yellow in. Kind of give it a 3D appearance. See, I like that when you've got two colours on your brush. And you get like a streak effect. So dab it on both sides. Okay. We're at risk now of putting too much on. Quite too busy. Is it centralised? Maybe one final broad stroke over here. Bring it out a bit. You have to step back as well. See what's going on. Cool. Right, while I'm in the zone, let's get a bit more brown on. Unmetered brown. Get some streaks going all the way down like this. And I give the tree some texture and body. Yeah, this is looking cool. So I think this will make a nice display piece. I'm thinking about putting it on me in my office at work on the wall. I think that'll look pretty cool. It's a bit bland at the moment. Okay. I think we're done, friends. I'm going to leave it there before I go too far and ruin it. Oh, stretch me back out. Ace. I think that looks pretty damn cool. Not bad for a 10-minute painting session, anyway. You can always do something different on the next one. That's always the challenge. What to paint onto the next shield. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Cool. We'll let that dry and get the handles on, and I'll give you a video debriefing. Catch you in a bit. Here we go then, friends. The shield is complete. What a fun project this was. I think definitely mission accomplished for this fella. Sturdy. Got some new techniques down. The gluing techniques. Works well with the lunge as well. Things to think about next time. Definitely changing the handle design. It has worked, but I think it would benefit from a solid handle here. It'd be a bit more controllable, I think. Like I'm going to use it in battle, but you never know. The revolution could be on its way. Painting went well. A bit of a close up. But yeah, I'm really happy with this. This was fun. Got some new techniques on the go, and got the jigsaw, so we'll use that in the future, no doubt. What to do with it? I'm thinking about taking it to work and put it on the wall. It's a bit bare in the office, so I think this will make a good addition. But yeah, really happy with this one. Yeah, lunges well. Yeah, get some good lunges on the go with this fella. Wicked. What's next then? We've got garden bench. So I've had a piece of wood donated by Kev. So I think that'll make an excellent seating area for bums. And we're going to have a go at doing some half lap joints for the legs. I'll show you what I mean in that video. But it's all designed up and ready to rock. Got the drawings for it. So wicked. We'll celebrate the completion of this build with a swig of summer fruits juice, I think. Cheers, friends, and I'll catch you on the next one.